Hi, my name is Priestess Sonja Nicole. I've been under the tutelage of Chief Amachi Apetor Bararu for 7 years with IIKDS. When I first came, it was called IKES. I come from a family that was around readers constantly. We had a few readers in my immediate family. I was one of them, but I really I didn't have it so much that I could do it at will until I got with IIKDS. I kind of just did it once in a while. It would just happen, and I never knew when it was going to happen. And most of the time it would happen with strangers. I would just be, around a stranger and just know something about them and just had to tell them. So that's what I did. So by the time I got to IKS or IIKDS, I was doing readings, but not so good. I couldn't just do it if I wanted to. It was like I had to feel it. It had to be there. It's like a hit or miss. So now I can just do it, and I can do it at will. And I'm accurate. I'm very accurate. And normally these things that I say to people, they turn up within, I say in less than a week or two. Some people will call me back telling me that, these things that I said started to manifest, or they see them now, and they're telling me about what's going on, and then, they'll send their friends and, things of that nature. So I'm very thankful for being able to be a part of IIKDS. And it started for me when I started looking for somewhere to initiate, somewhere where I can become, a priestess and do all of the things that I've seen other people do growing up. It's politics when you are around certain places and, like, say you get initiated into other systems and you don't know, the people very well. It's like it's part of a clique, or maybe they're speaking a different language and, you really can't even communicate with them like you want to. So information is getting slipped by you and you're not grasping everything. Well, I went through that, and that was really, it wasn't a good feeling at all. And then at one point, there was paranoia about me. Now, mind you, I was the only one who was more indigenous looking. So they, they thought that I knew some things that I didn't know. And I guess what they were seeing was they were seeing me now. At that time, I didn't know anything, and I'm looking like, what are you talking about? I don't know anything. I'm here to learn, So then I ended up going into that direction to begin with, because I stopped at this house that was for sale, and I thought it was really cute. It was it was built in the early 1800s, and the house was like secluded, and it kind of sat back in the woods a little bit. So I went and I walked out there, and I felt like someone was looking at me. So I knew that it was spiritual activity. So I get my camera out, my phone, and I start recording. This was like when we first started getting the cameras on the phones. And it picked up all kinds of apparitions and all kinds of spiritual activity. And I was playing it back, and at first it was so like scary to me. It took me a while to get comfortable, and then every time that I drove past this house again, I felt like something was pulling at the side of my head. I felt one time something went through me, and I could see it, in the road on the film, because I started just filming, and there was some like hanging on my car. Okay, I know this sounds a little bit crazy right now, but I promise you, it's not. It's really, what I picked up on my phone. If you want to see it, my YouTube channel is MS Dream Girl 220, and I posted a lot of the footage on there. You can check it out yourself. But to make a long story short, again, I went into these systems because of that, because I wanted to help them. and I wanted to be able to get rid of that slave master that was in that house because he was evil, you know. And you can hear, like, if you listen to my videos, if you go and see them, listen to them, you'll hear whips, you'll hear all kinds of things, and it's really like just, oh, it's horrible. So there's one person named Titus that you could hear him. He's out of breath, he's panting, and then you hear a slave master say, "Titus, I thought you'd gotten away." Okay, fast forward. I went into these systems and I didn't learn anything, okay? And then I end up getting a reading from someone, and a divination reading, and they told me about some initiation coming up with IIKDS. So naturally, I wanted to check it out and see what was going on. So I joined, and I went through my initiation, and it's just been wow. I mean, the changes, the spiritual alchemical changes that I've gone through since then, I'm a different person now. I'm not the same person that I was like even 4 or 5 years ago. I'm a different person now. The information that's coming to me, the mission that my ancestors have me on, I'm honored, and I'm proud. You know, I'm really happy, and I'm thankful to have met Chief Amachi. I would not have known anything near the stuff that I know now had I stayed where I was. It's really been amazing 7 years. That's all I can say. I have a lot that I want to share with you, and I'm going to make some more videos, and I'm going to share these things with you about my 7 years with IIKDS. And it's been very exciting and very, you know, the spirits, the way that they speak is so profound. Like, you can't, there's no denying it. You know, in other systems, there was always an element of, well, was that really, you know, because of what I did, or did it just happen? You know, sometimes that would happen, unless it was something that, no, just, you know, that's just something that would take place at times. With this, they're very profound. It's like they know, you know, they do something, and you're like, the way that they come off, you know, in my opinion, is like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, that was me. You know, so it's just, I mean, it's just beautiful. It really is. And I will be back with more, and we'll talk later. Okay? Peace.